Okay, let's talk about a phrase you have definitely seen, probably even used, all over social media. Main character energy. It's everywhere, right? It's catchy, it sounds cool, and honestly, it's become this whole cultural moment.
I mean, we've all seen posts just like this. It's that exact moment of taking your power back, turning something that might even hurt a little into a scene from your own personal movie. It's all about finding that bit of magic and poetry in your everyday life.
So, is it just about making your walk to get coffee feel like an indie film opening? Or is there something, deeper going on here? That's exactly what we're going to get into today.
All right, first up, let's nail down what main character energy even is. Think about it like the call to adventure in any great story. It's that invitation to stop just watching your life go by and actually start being the protagonist.
At its very core, this whole thing is about agency. It's having confidence, but not being arrogant about it. It's about realizing that life isn't just something that happens to you, you're the one in the driver's seat, making things happen, and putting your own well-being first.
And that's the real shift. This goes way beyond some TikTok trend. It is a fundamental change in how you see yourself. You stop being a side character in someone else's story, and you finally take the lead in your own.
So where does this feeling even come from? Well, in our little hero's journey here, this is the part where we meet the mentor, the wisdom that guides us. And it turns out there's some real psychology that actually backs this whole protagonist mindset up.
Okay, so this theory basically says that all of us are natural storytellers. We're constantly picking and choosing moments from our past and imagining our future to build this cohesive story of who we are. That tweet we saw, that's this in action. It's taking a moment of pain and consciously rewriting it into a powerful scene where you are both the writer and the hero.
And this idea right here, this is the engine that makes main character energy go. People with an internal locus of control truly believe they are in charge of their own destiny. They're not just passengers, they know their choices are what shape their lives, which is, that's exactly what being a protagonist is. And get this isn't just some feel-good pop psychology. A study in the Journal of Research and Personality actually found a direct link between seeing yourself as a major character and having higher life satisfaction and well-being. So yeah, there's science to this. But, like any good story, there's got to be a conflict. There's an ordeal. And we have to talk about the shadow side of this whole mindset, where that healthy, powerful energy can turn into something not so great.
This is the million-dollar question, isn't it? There is such a fine line between embodying your own story and getting trapped in a performance for some imaginary audience, especially with social media pressure. When does loving yourself turn into being totally self-absorbed?
And telling the difference here is absolutely crucial. See, the healthy energy is internal. It's about self-love, real confidence, setting boundaries. The harmful syndrome, that's all external. It's performative, it lacks empathy, and it sees other people as just sidekicks in your movie. It's often a sign of deep insecurity, not real strength.
So how do you know if you've crossed that line? Well, there are some pretty clear warning signs. Are you feeling anxious if you're not online? Is your self-worth tied directly to likes and comments? If you feel totally exhausted from keeping up the performance, that is a huge red flag that you're just performing your life instead of actually living it.
Okay, so we've made it through the danger zone. Now for the reward. How do we actually cultivate that authentic main character energy in a way that's healthy and grounded?
The real key here is to turn your focus inward. That means practicing mindfulness without your phone, journaling just for you, and celebrating the effort, not just the perfect outcome. And that last one, do it for the plot, it's such a powerful way to reframe things. It pushes you to take risks and see challenges not as failures, but as necessary plot twists that make your character stronger.
And it is so important to remember this. A real story is not just a constant highlight reel. The quiet days, the messy days, the uncertain days, that's where so much of the growth actually happens. You need those background character days. Not every single scene has to be a major breakthrough.
A truly confident protagonist doesn't need to be the center of every single scene. They understand that every single person around them is living their own complicated, important story too. A huge part of this is knowing when to step back, to listen, and to be a guest star in someone else's movie for a while.
And so, we get to the final part of our journey, bringing all this wisdom home. What is the one thing you should take away from all of this? This quote right here really gets to the heart of it all. Being a main character isn't about being perfect. It's not about being cinematic 24/7.
It's about being resilient. It's about embracing your entire story. The good parts, the bad parts, and all the quiet stuff in between. And that's really the final message. It is not a performance. It's about being present and authentic in your own life, whether anyone is watching or not. It's about having the guts to write your own story, even when you have no idea what's going to happen next.
Because ultimately, you're the one holding the pen. You have all the power to define your own narrative and to learn from every single twist and turn. So the only question left is, how are you going to write your next chapter?